Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, LSU. Wow, what a play, defensive score.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for his first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Gets into space at the 50. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's a short completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Look at him run through those tacklers. Big play across midfield. They'll spot it near the 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Nowhere to go, and the ball is knocked loose. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way.
Play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They're in the right place, just the right time.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught quickly. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to 1st down yardage yet.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Throws it to the right. And he's got his man open downfield. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe holding the 3 points.
So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
So what's the play call? It's 4th and goal from the 3. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Kicking team on now for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. We'll call for the fair catch here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away?
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's moving out of the pocket now. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a 1st down.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Dogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
This one will be fair caught. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Caught behind the line. It's Green. First down. They'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made, not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Bringing pressure. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Little. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. I thought they were going to pick up the first down. They're going to be short of it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them go for it.
So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on 4th down. He hands it off from the gun. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Hand off to the right side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Snags the quick throw. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
The defense showing blitz here. Looking to pass here on second down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This quarterback on fire today.
This is a beautiful route here by the receiver. He works on the right side, comes all the way over on that deep over route to find that opening. Quarterback puts it right on the money for a beautiful touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Pitches to the back. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They stop him, but it's a first down.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw yet again. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? They'll run the option. Huge play to the back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Here's the second down play. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. With the catch, it's Turner. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Here comes a handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
2nd down and goal. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. And the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Here's the point after attempt. And the extra point is missed. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Georgia offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Sideline throw caught, but not enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Fires it on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards and that first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Georgia has moved into the red zone. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Will he score here? Touchdown, Georgia. Early fireworks from both offenses.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down here. The offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Ball handed to the running back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Sure hands. It's Turner. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
A completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the receiver snags it. It's complete.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
First down and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Makes the catch. Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Going to try to use his legs here. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Now the try for 2. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he makes the catch for 2 points, but there's a penalty marker down. We'll have to check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Coach makes the decision to go for a two-point conversion. And the quarterback dropping back. Tries to get it to the running back. It's caught downfield. And he finds the end zone again. The touchdown and the two-point conversion. Wow. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. And the ball to the ground. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover. The offense now operating in empty. First down, looking to throw the football.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Deep shot caught inside the 15. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Boy, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this and be a great complement to that running game, and then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
2nd down after that run in the previous play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside and the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on 3rd down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got 4th and short.
They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Dogs. And the defense adds 6 for the interception return. The defense playing a huge role here. They score, and suddenly we're tied with a conference championship on the line.
Wow, this is unbelievable drama right here. I just happen to be looking at the head coach when they created that turnover. He's running on the sideline almost like he's trying to chase the ball carrier into the end zone. Huge play and changes the momentum of this game.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick-6. And they recover from that right now. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a...
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Third down after that running play. Can he make it to the marker? And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Well, third down, why not hand it to your running back? He's one of the more gifted athletes on your team. You give him a chance, he's going to give you the yards that he needs. That is a first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Boy, great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia, using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollock, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. And I even throw in
And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tigers. That puts them on top in the second half. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. They come up with that touchdown.
There's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Receiver makes the catch. That is a big play, finally brought down at the 44.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for it.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
3rd and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. completion makes it 2nd and short. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks like LSU has the first down.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base. I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call. Just keep working that clock.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's inside the 10 now. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. And here's the handoff. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
The offense has done well to choose some clock here. Now they'll come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Turner. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
LSU now operating in the red zone. They'll try the option play here. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. First down, looking to throw the ball. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? Has the first down and more. They'll head out of bounds after another big game. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Throws a bullet to the right. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On first down, it's play action. Pressure is coming. He just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
It's an option look. Powering through. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. That's a design quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense just 1 for 3 on 4th down tries today. Here comes a 4th attempt. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Trying for a 4th down completion. Launching one to the end zone. And it's intercepted. The last thing they could afford. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Wideout's now clustered. Looking to pass here on second down. It's a quick grab. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. First down here for this offense. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking for his big tight end. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the right here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Getting set. Here's second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Important second down play coming up. He's running out of time here. Looking to scramble now. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Drop in back. They're going to throw for the first down. Looking right. This one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Now with no time left in this blowout loss, the PAT, just a formality. And the PAT is good. Doesn't matter much in the end as they go down. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys